great practice today. Very spirited. Let me take these off. Sorry.
Sure.
You guys are looking. Guys are very spirited today. I like how they responded from scrimmaging on Sunday, then come back with a two-a-day the next day. That's a big grind. Come back the next morning. We didn't get done. It was late last night, and then come back today and just really impressed with how they're working. Lots of positives, lots of good things. Yesterday I thought the offense bounced back well. Today I thought the defense somewhat dominated again, but we had some big plays. I think Ray Graham's really stuck out to me. It's getting better every day and doing some explosive things. Questions?
Trey Anderson, it's safe to say he's exceeded maybe what you expected him to be able to do coming in here?
Well, he's a winner. He's really, that would be safe to say that he's exceeded my expectations. But I expected him to come in and be a good player. His maturity as a freshman is what has really surprised me more than anything. He's unwavered by big-time Division I college football. It just seems like he's just running it just like he did at Pearland, Texas. So very impressed with him, and he's competing and going to be a good one for us. I mean, to have a walk-on come in and compete like that is impressive, and he has been. I would say out of the whole camp, it's been the one that's impressed me the most.
How's Todd Thomas been doing? Has he shown any effects at all from that knee injury?
No. He doesn't show any. He is very aggressive, very physical. Very pleased with him and Greg. Greg's come back and had, it's a battle. They're battling at that position. Greg had 2 or 3 sacks today, and it was very impressive. So those guys are great athletes. I think both those guys are guys that can be in our best 11. So very impressed with them and their ability to impact the quarterback. I think on the other side, Lindsey and I think Juan Price he's learning just a little bit every day and make sure we don't slow him down. We're trying to get him to play technique and learn what we're doing, but he's a talent. So I feel really good about those 4 guys there. And then Eric Williams moved him back out from inside. A lot of times we take those guys. We actually took Eric because we wanted him to be more physical. So we took him inside, and we'll put those guys inside linebacker for a week. You put them back outside, and you have a little different result. And that's kind of what we've seen. We did that for the first scrimmage, and then moved him back out. And he's been impressive looking out at the outside linebacker as well. At the Spurs. And those guys are kind of a little bit interchangeable, but so I feel good about that position. And we got a lot of athletic guys that are doing well. We just got to, again, repetition, learning what we're doing and getting better at what we're doing.
Coach, you talk about Lucas next and the camp he's having and what he means to the offensive lineup.
Phenomenal athlete to be the size that he is. Very flexible. I was watching him warm up, and he was. They do this deal where they kick their legs up front, and he's kicking his leg above his head. You don't see a lineman do that. It's a little contrast between him and Gibbs. Nick has it way up here, and I told Gibbs he'd be lucky to do the Cotton Eye Joe, So you guys will probably know what the Cotton Eye Joe is, do you? No, you don't.
Enlighten us.
It's a country and western dance. Okay, I guess that's a southern deal. You probably don't know what that is, but anyway, no. Lucas is very talented, a guy that's really, I think can be as good as he wants to be. Can be a dominant player. He likes it when it gets physical and tough. He likes it. He likes to run. He wants to run the ball. Wants us to run the ball behind him, and like his attitude. And he's really, I think, one of the key guys on this team. A lot of guys, you always look at people like teams will have captains, but who do they really follow? I think Lucas is one of the guys that the kids follow because I think you got to be a good player for people to follow you, and you got to lead them in the right direction, and he's really bought into doing that, and he's a very good player. I think he's very key for us. Him and Gibbs, I think, have got a chance to be 2 of the best tackles in our league, and I think they're doing a great job leading for us. Very appreciative that we have those guys because they've done a good job. And it's been very easy to pick up our system because they're so smart and they're bright and they have a lot of savvy because they got so much experience.
Who's like your 3rd and 4th tackles? Gaskins, is he in that mix yet? Or is
no, I think Gaskin is clearly the 3rd. I think Gaskins is the next guy on the field, and like I said, if he keeps coming on, he's the guy that I think is the closest to working his way into the starting lineup. and then Hollins would be the next guy. Probably Zanell would be the next guy after that, but it was a big drop between the. I think no question our four tackles are the two starters and Gaskins and then Hollins. Inside, I think, like I said yesterday, I think Jacobson can play center or guard, but I really feel like his best position is guard, but he can play center. So Eternally's done a good job there. So those are two centers. I think Jacobson's the left guard, and then the right guard's King, and I think Rothram is the guy that's kind of pushing there, and Arthur and some of the other ones are distant. I think Sleepers had a good camp, but those guys would be more third guys. So that's kind of the depth chart up front.
How's Devon Street doing?
He's doing good. He's doing good. Just recovering, and naturally it's just be a process, but he's doing good.
Doctors don't want him to be out on the field. They'd rather him.
Yeah. I mean, today we just want to, it happened yesterday, so didn't get a lot of sleep and stuff. So we just wanted to, had somebody kind of monitor him and let him get some rest today. Doesn't do him any good to go out there and stand out in the sun. But really excited. I think you guys are probably inquisitive about Anthony Gonzalez. I think Anthony is doing a good job for us. We're using him and. Kind of I called him Slash today, using him in a different, we think he's too good an athlete to be sitting over there as the third team quarterback. So we asked him to come in and take a look at him, at some receiver stuff, and we were somewhat impressed. So we're going to use him in kind of a dual role. But he still's got to be our third quarterback, but we're going to use him. And naturally right now he's suspended, so you can't do anything for the first couple weeks there.
He seems to have taken to the role. He's pretty excited after making that catch last night.
Yeah, what catch you talking about?
Somebody mentioned it. I don't know.
Yeah, well, we're fixing to have our Twitter ban's fixing to expand.
That's your department.
No, E.J. Borghetti's going to handle that personally.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's going to handle that for
You
me.
must have a lot of trust
Yeah,
in him.
I only deal with the players. He's going to take care of that for me. But whatever, I deal wow. But I'm excited about that. I was, it's one of those deals. Hey, let's just take a look, see what he looks like, and then, but because he come off his best scrimmage as a quarterback, so he's definitely got to be in that role for us. But he's got some potential there, so we're excited about that.
I saw him today too, throw some good blocks. I mean, it looks like the physical part of it.
Yeah, I mean, no, it's just like we watched some of his film last night. I was here late looking, and I kind of just went back and said, I'm going to watch every single thing he did throughout the whole practice, and it looks like he's been doing it. It doesn't look like some guy that just moved over and started doing it. It looks like a guy that is natural doing it, so he's pretty natural at that position. I think it's because he's such an athlete. He actually looks faster running down the field on a seam route than he does a quarterback, so it's kind of interesting. But we're excited about that because I think it gives us some depth there, as well as Carswell caught a big pass the other night, and or was that last night? They were all running together for me. Was that last night that he caught the big pass? I don't know.
I think it was either last night or on Sunday.
But it wasn't scrimmage. It was last night, then. Yeah, but Carswell is starting to pick up things, and a guy that really stretched the field. And then, Hubie is the boy ever down. Just has had a great camp, very consistent. Can do it all. Can block in line, in the backfield. He can do everything that you want him to do. So that gives us, with Anthony being able to do that, it helps us to be more versatile, and that's what we want to be. We don't like being able to. We want to be able to use the same personnel and run all of our formations and not have to substitute. That's what helps us to go faster because that's the key for us. And it's been after the first scrimmage we actually slowed. We've been slower in our team than we were. We were actually going faster, and so we slowed about 4 seconds. So we've got to get that pace picked back up. Working a lot of situations. Worked 2-minute today. Worked fourth downs, game 1 fourth downs, overtime, third overtimes, things like that, and getting a lot of good to work there. So we've got to really start refining. I think we're settled into what everybody's going to play and where they're going to be, and it's got to continue to get better.
I counted 14 seconds for a couple times between plays today. Do you want a little bit faster than that eventually?
Yeah, I mean, we would like to be where we're snapping a ball every 12 to 15 seconds. And if you go 3 and out, we're not going to do that. I mean, but we won. I think I would be very pleased this year if we could average 15. That would be really good this year. I think getting any faster than that's going to be difficult.
How fast did you get it your first year at Tulsa when you first installed the offense?
We were probably around 18 seconds, 18 to 20. I think we were a little slower then, maybe, and I think we've gotten better at how we go about doing that and measuring it and working at it, and I think it has a lot to do with your quarterback, and we've gotten faster. Last year we were snapping about every 12 seconds, so we're going pretty fast. Average, trying to get 80 plays. That's the key. So we've gotten better at that. It's just we kind of got practice 11 in camp, and they're getting a little, you can see their body language is showing a little physical or really more mental fatigue than everything. They really picked that back up today. So hopefully I'm going to go in and hear that our pace was better today. I haven't got that information yet, but hopefully.
Anything final?
Anything I leave out there, EJ?
I don't think so, Coach. Very thorough.
All right. Okay.
You know,
All right.